and these mathematical concepts are very helpful in solving different types of questions in all the branches of mathematics, right? See, as a part of that, first of all we are going to discuss about logarithms. See, logarithms, already you are all very well known aware about the concept of exponents. So what is an exponent? See, we know addition, and if you do addition repeatedly, it leads to the concept of multiplication, and if you do multiplication repeatedly, then it leads to the concept of exponent. And now there are two different ways to convert that exponent into two forms, and I mentioned here on the board. If you look, see, if a power x is equals to b is an exponent, then we have two chances to represent. In a power x is equals to b, here b is the subject, b is equals to a power x. If you try to make x as the subject, we need to notate it like x is equals to logarithm of b base a. And on the other hand, if you try to make a as the subject, you will write it like a is equals to b power 1 by x. Just once again, just have a look. See, 2 cube is equals to 8. I think this is clear. Multiplication of 2 for 3 times is 8. Here we are writing that 8 is equals to 2 power 3. But if you try to make 3 as the subject, then you have a chance to write like this. See, to make this 3 as the subject, 3 is equals to, you just send this to that side, it will become like logarithm of 8 base 2. So, what I am going to tell you is, this way of notation is just a conversion for the exponent. Just like the conversion of sentences in English language from active voice to passive voice, like that, this is also a type of conversion. Both these statements, 2 cube is equals to 8 as well as 3 is equals to logarithm of 8 base 2, both these statements will convey the same meaning for us. And on the other hand, here 8 is equals to, we write it like that. Here 3 is equals to, and one more number 2 also involved. If you wish to make the 2 as the subject, you need to send this 3 that side. Then you can write it like 2 is equals to 8 power 1 by 3. So look here once again, 2 cube is equals to 8, or a power x is equals to b involves with 3 different terms like a, x and b. Here b is equals to a power x, and here x is equals to log b base a, and here a is equals to b power 1 by x. This is the concept of exponent, this is the concept of logarithm, and these are the concepts of nth roots. Right, now we are going to discuss about these logarithms now. Right, so finally what I am going to conclude is, logarithm is just another way of expressing the concept of exponents. So if you wish to develop any theory, any formula and different laws related to logarithms, always you need to get the support of exponents, and with the support of exponents we will try to develop different laws and theories related to the logarithms. Right, now just you take it as the first point, just have a screenshot, and after the class we are going to provide you notes also. Right, see, now I am going to define what is a logarithm basically. So as I mentioned you, logarithms are nothing but just another form of exponents. If you have exponents in your hand, you will convert it into the form of logarithm. If for suppose you have that a power x is equals to b as exponent, then this a power x is equals to b is converted like x is equals to logarithm of b base a. Just it is a way of convention, just it is a notation, right? A power x is equals to b if and only if x is equals to logarithm of b base a. As an example, I mentioned you that if 2 cube is equals to 8, you will express it like 3 is equals to logarithm of 8 base 2. And for suppose if you take some 5 to the power of minus 4. See, what is the value of 5 to the power of minus 4? 5 to the power of minus 4 is 1 divided by 5 power 4, right? Right. Since it is 1 divided by 5 power 4, we will write it like 1 by 625. Since 5 to the power of minus 4 is 1 by 625, you have a chance to express it in this manner. Logarithm of, or you may say it as sum. You just send this 5 that side. if you send this 5 that side, then you will represent it like minus 4 is equals to logarithm of 1 by 625 base 5. Just have a look. This is 5 power minus 4 and we will write it like 1 by 625. So if you send this 5 that side, it becomes like logarithm of 1 by 625 base 5. See, just a power x is equals to b, x is equals to logarithm of b base a. And x is equals to logarithm of b base a and b is equals to a power x. Both the ways you have a chance to convert. If you have exponent, you are able to write logarithm. And if you have logarithm, you have a chance to convert it into exponent. This is an if and only if condition, right? So these forms are usually known as exponential forms, right? And these forms are known as logarithmic forms. These are exponential forms and these are the logarithmic forms. And as per the requirement of the problem and as per our attitude, depending on the problem, sometimes we convert exponents to logarithms and sometimes we convert logarithms to exponent as per the requirement. Okay. Now what I am going to tell you is, this is the way of conversion. First thing is, you need to know how to convert. And the second thing is, when you need to convert, when you will convert, right? And is there any restrictions on these a, x and b while this conversion? See, there are certain restrictions on this x and b. So I am going to tell you the restrictions about this a, x and b, right? To think about those restrictions, you need to concentrate on the exponent. What is an exponent? This a power x is equals to b is the exponent. Now if you think about this a power x is equals to b, right? For suppose if you have minus 2 to the power 8 is minus 2 to the power 3 is equals to minus 8. No problem. But if you take it as minus 2 to the power some 1 by 2. Minus 2 to the power 1 by 2 is nothing but this is root of minus 2. Root of minus 2. Root of minus 2 is not real. Root of minus 2 not exist actually. This is not defined thing. Because under the square root, you have negative numbers are not allowed under the square root. So minus 2 to the power 1 by 2 not exist. See, once again you just observe here. This is the basic conversion from logarithms to exponent. Now what I am going to discussing now is the restrictions regarding a, x and b. Is there any restrictions on a, x and b? So to find out those restrictions, I started here. See, if the base is a negative number like minus 2, you may take any negative value like minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 like that. If base is negative, sometimes the value exists and sometimes the value not exist. Is it clear? See, under the square root, negative values are not allowed. So if base is negative, this is not exist. So if base is negative, this a power x is equals to b is a meaningless thing. Right? There is no meaning for that a power x if that a is negative. So to restrict the definition as a well-defined thing, you need to restrict that a should be positive. If a is negative, sometimes this a power x is equals to b has no meaning. Since it has no meaning, then you have no chance to convert. So sometimes actually you have no meaning, sometimes you have the meaning. But you don't know whenever it has meaningful task and whenever it has meaningless task. So to avoid such a restrictions, you need to restrict that this conversion is possible only if a is positive, right? And one more thing is, so this is the basic conversion that a power x is equals to b if and only if x is equals to logarithm of b base a. If you say, suppose 1 to the power of 6 is equals to 1, right? Surely it is right, because 1 when multiplied for 6 times it is 1. See, 1 to the power of 6 is equals to 1. If you try to convert it into the logarithmic form, just you send this one that side, it becomes like 6 is equals to logarithm of 1 to the base 1. See, 1 power 6 is equals to 1. After converting it to logarithmic form, you have 6 is equals to log 1 base 1. On the other hand, what is 1 power 100? Just for a convenience, I took it as 600, right? See, 1 power 100 is again 1. Since 1 power 100 is 1, and if you try to convert it into logarithmic form, we have that 100 is equals to logarithm of 1 base 1. See, in this logarithm of b base a, you need to read it as logarithm of b to the base a. The way of reading is logarithm of b to the base a, right? Now this is logarithm of 1 to the base 1 is 100 and logarithm of 1 to the base 1 is 6. Look, this is the correct one. 1 power 6 is equals to 1 is correct. This is also correct task. 1 power 100 is equals to 1. And if you convert it into logarithm, you have this. And if you convert it into logarithmic form, you have this. And if you observe these two, what you will say? 6 is equals to 100. Is it correct thing? 6 is equal to 100 is a pure contradiction. This is not correct, right? Since 6 is equals to 100 is a wrong thing, when you arrive to this contradiction task, you arrive to this contradiction task if you took this base as 1, if this a as 1, you just leave about this x and b. If this a as 1, then you are arriving that contradiction. So to avoid such contradictions, you need to restrict that a not equals to 1 also, right? So what I am going to tell you is basically logarithms is another way of notation. Converting from exponent to logarithm is just a notation, a way of expression. See, while converting you have certain restrictions. To find out those restrictions, I am thinking about a power x. See, if you think in different ways, if a is negative, then that a power x is a meaningless thing. So you need to restrict that a as positive. And if a is equals to 1 again, you are arriving certain contradiction. So you need to restrict that a not equals to 1 also. So finally, with this discussion, what I have in my hands is a power x is equals to b if and only if x is equals to logarithm of b base a. Whenever it happens, if a is not equals to 1 and a is positive, for positive values of a as well as that a not equals to 1. So just I restricted a, that's it. This a is restricted as positive and not equals to 1. And there are no restrictions on x. You just take any value in the place of x. Just take any real value in the place of x, you don't get any restrictions, right? Any contradictions. See, this a is positive, right? And this x is any real value. Since this is positive and that power is any real value, positive number to the power real value gives us positive or negative, and it should be positive, right? So since it is positive, power any number also positive, so b is also positive thing. So what you need to memorize, what you need to keep in mind, that a power x is equals to b if and only if x is equals to logarithm of b base a. For a not equals to 1, a greater than 0, x is any real value and b is greater than 0. So if you think about x is equals to logarithm of b base a separately, just concentrate on this x is equals to logarithm of b base a. This base a should be positive and not equals to 1. This power b only positive, any positive, right? So both a and b are positive, but a not equals to 1 also, and the result x may be any real value. This result x sometimes negative, sometimes positive, sometimes 1 and sometimes 0, anything will happen for this x. So now finally these are the restrictions. For a while you just leave about these restrictions and just concentrate on the conversion, right? First of all, if you concentrate on the conversion from exponential form to logarithmic form, then you have a chance to do a few number of problems, and afterwards we move to concentrate on the restrictions again, right? So a power x is equals to b if and only if x is equals to logarithm of b base a, and it is true only if that a is positive and not equals to 1 and x is a real value whereas b is positive, right? Now by observing this basic conversion from exponent to logarithm, we have two fundamental laws. Look here carefully. See, this is a power x is equals to b and this is x is equals to logarithm of b base a. Now just what I am going to do here, just you look here, this x is equals to logarithm of b base a, right? So you just catch this x and replace this x value as logarithm of b base e in your exponential form, in your left hand part. See what is going to happen here? This x is equals to logarithm of b base a, right? You just catch that x and replace here, just in the place of x, you just write that log b base a, then you will get a beautiful law that a to the power logarithm of b base a is b. Is it right? See what I did? Just here actually a power x is equal to b is the given thing, and we converted it into x is equals to log b base a. Now what I am doing? I am going to do that take this x as log b base a and then plug in the place of x. If you plug it here, then a to the power of x is log b base a is equals to b. Now, observe this law. This is called as usually the fundamental law of logarithm. A to the power logarithm of b base a is equals to b. See, this a and that a both are same, and as a result you are getting b. So, if you face any situation like this, for suppose 7 to the power of logarithm of 18 to the base 7, if you have such situation. And look here, this 7 and that 7 both are same. Since these two are same, as you, the result for you is directly 18. Right? So, to answer such simplifications, you need to memorize certain basic laws of logarithms. And we are going to develop all those laws of logarithms just with the support of exponents. Right? Now, this is the law by replacing x in left side. Now what I am going to do is the same thing I am doing, but from this side now. What it is? Here you have that b is equals to a power x. Now you just take that b is equals to a power x from this side and you just replace on that side. Now what will happen? Just have a look here. This x is equals to logarithm of b base a and this b is equals to a power x. You just take that a power x in the place of b and replace in this part and you are getting that x is equals to logarithm of a power x base a. Just observe it, a very wonderful thing, helpful for many situations, right? See, just replace b is equals to a power x in that and you will get that x is equals to logarithm of a power x to the base a. So logarithm of a power x to the base a is directly x. Is it right? So with the help of this law, you are going to answer something like logarithm of, you may take some 17 to the power 2019 base 17. If anybody asks you what is the simplified value for this one, see, look here, logarithm of 17 to the power 2019 base 17. You need to observe these two things, right? This is logarithm of a power x base a and this is logarithm of 17 power 2019 base 17. Here it is 17 and it is 17 and your answer is directly that 2019. Right? So these are the very basic fundamental laws regarding the logarithms. Like this you have around about 9 to 10 laws in logarithms. If you are strong at these 10 laws, then automatically you are confident about the logarithms. And one by one I am going to deal with this now. See, basically logarithms is a new chapter, a new concept for all of you, but exponents is very well known, right? So to analyze these logarithms, you just always get the support of exponents. That's a separate part. And since logarithms and the notation, the definition, everything is new, you need to give certain practice for your mind as well as hand as well as your voice also, right? Sometimes you need to spell out. See, somebody feels somewhat difficult to say it as logarithm of b base a. They don't know how to read also. So you need to pronounce for sometimes, for some numbers like logarithm of 18 base 7, logarithm of b base a, logarithm of a power x base a, like that you need to pronounce. And you need to write for some time, you need to do certain practice, right? And then you need to memorize different laws, you need to observe how the laws are behaving, okay? And while going the class, you just take a running notes. No need to go for the fair notes, right? See, while going the class, you just concentrate what is there on the board and then just go for the running notes. And in the meanwhile, if you need, just go with these screenshots. Now, this is the time for the screenshot. Have a screenshot about these two laws and I will move for the next one. Just have a look, take a screenshot. Okay, so till now what we discussed. Once again I am going to mention on the board and then I move for the next one. Okay. Yeah. First thing is the basic notation. What is that basic notation? A power x is equals to b if and only if x is equals to logarithm of b base a with certain restrictions. Just you leave about the restrictions now. And one more thing is, yeah, a to the power logarithm of b base a is equals to b. Okay, just be cautious in writing also, right? A to the power logarithm of b to the base a. Don't mix all those things, right? You need to maintain the difference. You need to show the difference between this a and that a, that base as well as power, all those things, right? And the next thing is, see, like this, logarithm of a to the power x base a is equals to x, right? See, for suppose if you have, I mentioned you different examples. Okay, if anybody asks you to find the value of, you may say something like logarithm of some 81 base 3. What is the logarithm of 81 base 3? Right? See, basically logarithm is another form of exponent. It is a numerical value. So now I am going to try to find this value of logarithm of 81 base 3. So you have two chances to do. One thing is converting into exponent, other thing is using this basic laws. You just write this 81 as 3 power 4. See, since this 81 is 3 power 4, right? Are you sure that 81 is 3 power 4? Right. So since 81 is 3 power 4, this base is also 3. See, now observe this logarithm of a power x base a and this logarithm of 3 power 4 base 3. If you observe these two things, this a and that a are same and this x is the answer, then this 3 and this 3 is same and this 4 is your answer, right? So, if you are strong at these laws, then automatically you are strong in answering those questions also. Okay. Now, then these are the what is it? These are the basic fundamental laws. Along with this, we have two more basic laws and then many other laws also. Now I am going to tell those laws. See, now if you look, yeah. For suppose you know that a power 0 is equals to 1. Anything to the power 0 is equals to 1. We have very clear thing from the exponents. Since a power 0 is equals to 1, if you convert it into logarithmic form, just you need to send that a this side. It becomes like 0 is equals to logarithm of 1 to the base a. See, in the place of a, you have an independent chance to take any number as your wish. That is true in exponents, right? Since a power 0 is equals to 1, its conversion is logarithm of 1 to the base a is 0. So what I am going to conclude you is logarithm of 1 to the base any number gives us 0 always. So logarithm of 1 to the base any number is always 0. Instead of that number, you just take anything as your wish, right? So logarithm of 1 base 7 is 0, logarithm of 1 base 2019 is 0, logarithm of 1 base 100 is 0, logarithm of 1 base any number is always 0. That is another law. And one more thing, a to the power of 1 is equals to a. That is also clear in exponents. 2 power 1 is directly to itself, right? 3 power 1 is directly 3 because we are considering that number only one time. So a power 1 is equals to a. Since a power 1 is equals to a, you just try to convert it into logarithmic form. If you try to convert, then it becomes like this. See, a power 1 is equals to a, send this a that side. It becomes like 1 is equals to logarithm of a to the base a. Just usual conversion, right? See, 1 is equals to logarithm of a to the base a. Now what it suggesting? It gives a confidence that you have a chance to answer that logarithm of any number base any number is always 1. This is also another law. Okay, now we have two more laws on the board. Logarithm of 1 to the base any number is always 0 and logarithm of any number to the base any number is always 1. See, finally what we have is all these things are the very basic fundamental things. So if 5 things are there on the board, see, with the support of these 5 things, we are going to develop many different laws, and using all those laws, we will solve problems. See, once again think, the first thing is this conversion, a power x is equals to b if and only if x is equals to logarithm of b base a. And the second thing is, a to the power log b base a is equals to b. And the third thing is, logarithm of a to the power x base a is equals to x. Whereas the fourth thing is, logarithm of 1 to the base any number is 0, and the fifth thing is logarithm of any number base any number is 1, right? Just keep all these things in your brain, in your mind, and then come with me to develop different laws of logarithms, right? So now I am going to give you some standard laws. These are called as the fundamental laws because these are directly improved from exponents. Now with certain logic and proofs we are going to develop some more laws. So we call them as standard laws or formulas of logarithms. Right. See now, the next thing is what you need to learn is logarithm of AB base x is equals to logarithm of a base x plus logarithm of b base x. This is one standard law of the logarithm. Have a look again. See, first thing is you need to be perfect in mathematics. Always you need to move with very cautious observation. First, observe all these things. All these logarithms are there with base x, and in the right hand side we have two logarithms with a plus sign in between them, and the sum of these two logarithms becomes logarithm of the product, and that product contains the product of these two numbers a and b. Okay. Now, see, to prove this, how to prove this logarithm of ab base x is equals to logarithm of a base x plus logarithm of b base x. So, to prove anything, as I mentioned you need to get the support of exponents. Okay. So, the problem, if you look, involves with three different logarithms. What are those logarithms? Logarithm of ab base x, logarithm of a base x, and logarithm of b base x. These are the three different terms involved in this problem. And now you just took these three terms as, say, some p or q or r. You just let them as p, q, r. The problem involves with three logarithms like logarithm of ab base x, logarithm of a base x, and logarithm of b base x, and you just take these values as p, q, r. Now you have these three, and then just convert them into exponential form. If you convert it into exponential form, this logarithm of a b base x will become a is equals to x power p. Send this x that side, the basic conversion. And if you try to convert this logarithm of a base x is equals to q into exponential form, it becomes like a is equals to x power q. And now if you try to convert this logarithm of b base x is equals to r into exponential form, you will get that b is equals to x power r. Now, ab is equals to x power p, a is equals to x power q, b is equals to x power r. Basically, the problem involves with the three logarithms. See, to get the support of exponents, I took these three as p, q, r, and by converting into exponential form, a b x power p, a is equal to x power q, and b is equals to x power r. Now, what I am going to do is, see, you just concentrate that this ab is equals to x power p, right? See, a into b is equals to x power p. From this first relation, a into b is equal to x power p. Now from the second relation, replace a with x power q, and from the third relation, replace b is equals to x power r. So x power q into x power r is equals to x power p. See, this is from first relation. This is from second and third relations. Now, by the support of the law of exponent, that x power q into x power r is equals to x power p. This x power q into x power r is nothing but what? X power q plus r is equals to x power p. Since bases are equal, add the powers. Now here, since both are x and x, you just equalize the powers and you will get that p is equals to q plus r. And if p is equals to q plus r, there is our proof. How? What is p? That p is log ab base x. What is q? Q is log a base x, and what is r? R is log b base x. Now since p is equals to q plus r, log ab base x is equals to log a base x plus log b base x. There ends the proof. Just have a look. Now it's the time for screenshot. Just take a screenshot again. Right? Logarithm of ab base x is equals to logarithm of a base x plus logarithm of b base x. Right? The problem involves with three logarithms. Okay, so you just take these three logarithms as p, q, and r, convert them into exponents. So a b x power p, a x power q, and b x power r. Now from the first relation, a b is equal to x power p. Now from the second and third relations, replace a with x power q and b with x power r. Now in the left side, if you multiply, that is x power q plus r, equalize the powers. Since bases are equal, p is equals to q plus r. There ends our proof. Since P is equals to Q plus R, that P is log AB base X, Q is log A base X, R is log B base X. See, if have a look about the proof. See, basically to solve the problems, proof is not mandatory. But as a theory, we need to discuss everything. So, just observe the proof, but you need to memorize this law. You need to observe it. To utilize, you need to observe. If you observe automatically, you will recognize the situation where it is helpful. And then you are trying to use it and you will use it, right? See, what is it? Logarithm of a base x plus logarithm of b base x is equals to logarithm of ab base x. Sum of two logarithms is logarithm of the product. Whose product? Product of the numbers of these powers a and t. Okay. So I will try to give you few examples related to this. See, if I try to give you few examples, log ab base x is equals to logarithm of a base x plus logarithm of b base x, right? Yeah. Now, if I try to give you the proof, then it becomes like this. For suppose logarithm of 7 base 42 plus logarithm of 6 base 42 is equals to. See, now if you observe, just an observation, both these logarithms are with base 42 and plus sign is there in between these logarithms. Since plus sign is there and then both are with the base 42, so to the addition of these two logarithms, sum of these two logarithms is nothing but the logarithm of the product with the same base 42. Whose product? The product of these numbers 7 into 6, and that is equals to logarithm of 42 base 42. And since these two numbers are same, its value is directly 1. Logarithm of 42 base 42, any number to the base same number is 1. So log 7 base 42 plus log 6 base 42 is equals to 1. And now, see, I will try to give you one more example. Just I mentioned about this. Just I mentioned this law only for two terms, but we have a chance to extend this